Hey everybody, this is SW Chris. I am here in SimCity. A bunch of my friends and I decided to play this game a while back, a couple days ago, and we had some problems. And we also discovered some oversights with the way the simulation was running. We don't think it works as in-depth as it's been represented to be. And so what this YouTube video is going to do is kind of document my attempts to kind of test that theory out. You may have noticed on Reddit a YouTube video pop up where a player used sandbox mode to create a city with nothing else around it and then just zoned that city full of residential zones and nothing else pretty much besides, you know, maybe a power plant or something to keep things going. And the city filled up and turned into a metropolis. And that shouldn't happen if we're sticking to the bounds of a realistic simulation and not just like a casual city painter game. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and try to recreate that experiment in normal mode and see what we get. So this video is going to be doing that. We're going to be doing this over the next hour or two of game time and just kind of see how far we get. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a city here. We're going to go ahead and do this one because I haven't done this map yet and it looks interesting. So we're going to do the public region, actually private region because I don't want anybody else joining and messing it up. Test region, Ville. There we go. That works pretty good, huh? We're going to claim a city. We will do so. That looks interesting. We'll claim that. And we're going to play Settlers Rest, it looks like. All right. So, we got this game pretty much on launch day, except mine didn't show up. It actually kind of did show up, but I didn't notice it showed up because it came in a box with some other equipment I had ordered, and I didn't notice. And so I actually didn't get into the game until the 6th, or until the 7th, I think. And so we had some issues there. So let's go ahead and draw some roads, use the guidelines, see how far we get. Maybe. I need to zoom in here. And, okay, so we're going to... More roads. Guidelines, please. Okay. So while I'm building these, let me go ahead and tell you about the issues with logging in. I really didn't have too many. The only issues I had were actually getting into the server to play. And then once we were in, it didn't have that much of an issue. I just had to wait until traffic had died down, you know. And that was it. So, you know, I was prepared to wait through the DRM. That's totally fine with me. I mean, every game is going to have its launch day bugs, and I know EA really screwed it up. And you know, it's not really something I'm prepared to go to war over. You know, yes, there are issues with that kind of thing, especially with EA in the past. Oh, am I out of money or something? No, we got plenty of money. So we're just going to have people kind of zoom in here and see what happens. There we go. And so, here we go. Here's our first settler. So when we had the login issues, you know, I didn't really think too much about it. But what really gets me is when you kind of notice certain gameplay elements, and it's just that it looks good on the surface. You know, it lets you do a bunch of things, and they look cool, and it looks like the city is doing something. And then you kind of find out, kind of like The Sims, not actually living in a single house, you know, things like that. The simulation is not as deep as it appears to be. And, you know, that's fine. Gaming is illusion. It's creating a living world with the resources you have. That's totally fine. But what the issue then becomes is if the gaming company represents the game to be something that it's not. And that's a real problem. And so this experiment, if it works, it's going to demonstrate that the simulation is fundamentally flawed. You should not be able to build a city using only residential zones and pretty much nothing else. I mean, that just shouldn't happen. And yet, we seem to have some apparent evidence that it does happen. So what we're going to do is go into kind of a fast-forward mode here, and we're going to see how the city develops. We'll see you in just maybe, I'm not sure, maybe 10, 15 minutes, however long this video takes. I'll definitely speed it up. So we'll go ahead and do that, and thanks for watching. Okay, now, as you can kind of see, I've got a decent town built up here, and it's just medium density. Maybe it's low density. Let me look at the land map here. If I can find it. I haven't played this game long enough to figure it out. Population map. So, oh, that's at home stuff. I don't really care about that. Commercial. Happiness, money. Yeah. Look at all these Sims. They have money, but they're all unemployed. What does that mean? I don't know. But something's screwy here. That's for sure. Okay, building density. It is all low density. So, you can get a full city full of low density buildings with just power and water and maintaining your bulldozing. And frankly, maybe that's just to dummy-proof the game, you know? So somebody who doesn't know how to play won't quit in frustration. I don't know. But it just strikes me as, you know, somewhat poor design. So let me go ahead and bulldoze the rest of these buildings. And then we're just going to let it sit here. And I'll come back in an hour, see what happened here. And we will assess the situation. Here we go. Okay, so it's been about an hour, and holy crap. Look at all this. 109 abandoned buildings. 66 of them are rubble. And we even have some medium density buildings, it looks like. That is interesting. I wonder if I had just kept up with bulldozing the rubble, if perhaps I would have gotten high density buildings. And what's really interesting is that the population has more than doubled. Why? There's a high density building. Why would anybody move to this town? Somebody tell me that. I mean, this is a simulation, but no police, no fire, just residential everywhere. People are building. We actually have a high-rise going up, a high-density high-rise. Where'd it go? Right? Well, it was somewhere. I did see it. It was on the video. Oh, well. And yet, people moving in. Just up and up. It's kind of lowering a bit, but I mean, come on. I think this kind of proves the point. The simulation part is broken. I could let it go another hour, see what happens, but I think this is good enough. So, if you like the video, please go ahead and subscribe to me on my channel, and favorite this video, like it, share it with your friends, and just watch the other SimCity videos I'm going to be making. It'll also be doing some tests like this. I'm going to be destroying an established city and seeing how long it takes to rebuild, and I'm not even going to touch it. I'm just going to destroy it, leave the utilities intact, let it rebuild. Then I'm going to destroy everything, including the utilities, and let it do this, probably. So, yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.